charitable organization which builds homes for needy families is now looking for a home of their own. Saskatoon Habitat for Humanity may lose one of their fundraising projects, known as the Restore. Volunteer and store manager Erwin Duick says they've tried to sell as much inventory as possible in case they cannot find a new location.
Well, this is the end of our third year. It's the end of our lease, and the new owners of this property have plans for this corner that doesn't include a Habitat Restore. So we're actively looking around for two things, a temporary storage site as well as a permanent home for the Restore. If we can find a permanent one now, then we don't have to move the material twice.
Habitat is responsible for building 10 homes in Saskatchewan and providing decent, stable housing for over 40 children. Volunteer work is what gets a home built, and funds are raised in many ways.
Our gross sales aren't enormous, but it does represent about 20 to 25% of the total funds that we need for a house for the build. So it's a big chunk to replace if it had to close down.
The Restore provides a valuable service for people needing inexpensive housing materials, as well as an opportunity to recycle and divert building materials from the landfill. Saskatoon Habitat President Liz Nash says they're a charity, and it doesn't feel right to spend any or a large portion of donated money on rent. They're hoping to find a new location within the next few months.
Well, we need some enclosed warehouse space. It would be nice if they had an office inside as well, and some yard space as well, because some of the materials, the lumber and siding, takes up quite a bit of space, so yard and warehouse space.
Saskatoon Habitat for Humanity is building their 11th home at 517 Avenue H South in Saskatoon. Having a stable home has helped many families in Saskatchewan provide a solid foundation for their children to hopefully achieve more, as well giving the whole family something to build on.
If you talk to any of the Habitat families that we've built homes for, I think any one of them would tell you that it's made a big difference in their lives to not have to move around, to have a home of their own so that their monthly payments go into their own house rather than to rent, to a landlord for rent. And when they do work on the house, they get to keep the benefit of that work. So if they do some repairs, or they build a garage out back, or they fix up the basement a little bit to add another room for another child, they get to keep the value of that work for themselves, and they're highly motivated to do that and make improvements and repairs to their houses.
If you're a property owner and feel you may have a solution or something to offer, or if you'd like to volunteer, call 653-5116 or 343-7763. For Plugged In, I'm Lorianne Christensen.